So these are our independent boxes. I used to call them school boxes, and I really have to change that because we now have a different thing that I'm going to use for school boxes. So these are independent boxes, and we use them during times when I'm working with another kid. So if I'm working with my 10-year-old, then my 7-year-old needs to be doing his independent box. And they've worked really well in the past. It's things that they can do on their own for review, things that I want them to be doing, like handwriting practice. And they know exactly what's expected of them. So I'm going to show you my 10-year-old school box and my 7-year-old school box. My 3-year-old school box is going to stay the same as the summer. So if you're wondering what to do for a little preschool aged kid, go and look at my summer school box video. Let's start with my 10-year-old. On the outside this year, I only have 2 selections, 2 different things to choose from, and they'll move back and forth between the 2. So for her, she's got math flashcards, God and Me, and handwriting. After she's completed that day, she'll move her button down here, which means that's the one that she'll start on the next day. So on the next day, she has flashcards, math worksheets, and cursive handwriting. And she's just going to flip-flop alternating days between those 2 things. But as well as doing that, she needs to complete this. I'm calling this the money maker because this is how they'll earn their dollar. So they'll take out this, and there's different tickets in here. And so to earn her dollar, she has to write a thank you note, write a journal entry, do a reading comprehension passage, and a scripture power passage. Now she doesn't have to do this all in one day. This can take her a week. It take her as long as she wants, but if she wants to earn that dollar, she's got to complete them all. We have a pink folder and a yellow folder, and that coordinates with her pink and her yellow days. So I still have her same supplies. If you want to see more about those, check out my other videos. But inside the pink folder, like I said, we have math flashcards, God and Me, Devotions for Girls. I got that of Christian.com. Love this book. And her handwriting, which is The Good and the Beautiful Level 3, which introduces cursive a little bit towards the back. And I've talked about that in other videos. Go check out my handwriting videos for that. And then we have the yellow folder. And the flashcards in here are learning to read notes. I've made some simple math worksheets that she can just grab one and do one of those. As well as her summer math workbook is still in there. If she chooses to finish that one up, that would be good too. And then for handwriting, the cursive, I have some cursive books on order. They just haven't come yet, so I'll have to wait for those. So I made a few just worksheets off of Word just to practice the letters that we've already learned. In the purple folders in the back are where the moneymaker things. So I've got the thank you cards, just a bunch of note paper and envelopes for her. Her reading comprehension, we're still working on this reading fundamentals, grade 4. She should finish up this before December, and then I have the 5th one all ready to go. This is by far my favorite reading comprehension. It is so fun. She loves reading it. And there's recipes in here that we've been making throughout the summer, and she still makes. So love this for reading comprehension. She's got her journal in here to write in. And we've got the scripture power. So I've got her scriptures in here and the scripture power thing that she reads through to accomplish that. So that is my 4th graders. Oh, and I also have just a clipboard that I let all my kids paint a clipboard. So that's in there if she needs a hard writing surface. So that is my 4th graders. Moving on to my 7-year-old school box. He is doing his math flashcards, Explode the Code, 2 pages, and handwriting. After he finishes that one, he'll move on to the next one. There's sight word ladders, his math workbook, and cursive handwriting. And his little moneymaker ticket here, it says thank you note, journal, reading comprehension, and sight word workbook. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. Again, his is color coded. red for the first day, blue for the second day, and then his other ones are green. So in his first day, and like my daughter's math flashcards, I had them make their own. There's something to be said about owning your stuff. So he is working on doubles. So he wrote the problems on the back, or the front, and the answers on the back. He is on Explode the Code 2. And then he has the same handwriting book from last year. It's The Good and the Beautiful Level 1. On the blue day, his sight word ladders come from The Good and the Beautiful Level 1. Then he has his math. This again is still from the summer workbook stuff. I'll have him finish that up. And he has the same handwriting worksheets, the cursive one, as my daughter does, because they'll both be doing the same cursive writing workbook when it comes. In the back of his, we have the thank you note. So again, just cute little note cards and envelopes I got from the dollar store. His journal. His reading comprehension, which is the same from the summer. It's the coloring comprehension one. And then his sight word notebook. I got this from Teacher Pay Teacher. And he's just going to learn all of his sight words, find them, write them, read the sentence, color them. These are, I believe, the Dolch second grade sight words.